Hello students, this is Pallavi's math class. Today we will discuss about the chapter probability. There are many things behind the chapter and this chapter is needed from class 7 to 10 onwards. So your basic knowledge is very much essential. So let's start the chapter. So we are starting probability. Related to this, we have some of the terms like outcome, trial, event. Mainly these are used. Now what this probability means? Actually, in our daily life, sometimes something happens like where we can't give any accurate result. Suppose it's supposed to be raining, so we may say probably it will be raining today. Some of the words are there like likely, possibilities, probably, and many more are there where we use when we are not sure about the result. So probability means it is the measurement of likeliness of occurrence of any kind of event. Now for knowing these events and all, let's take an example. If we toss a coin, then there are two possibilities like occurrence of head or occurrence of tail. So either head, tossing in a coin, either there will occur head or there will be occurring tail. So these are the two results. This is called the possible outcomes, either head or tail. So total number of outcomes will be either head or tail, so it is 2. Now if you are finding the probability of occurrence of head, then in one toss there will be either head or tail. So if for head we are finding, then the total number of the outcomes for its possible outcome, this is possible outcomes, it is 1. That means one time the head will occur. So the probability will be 1 by this one time it happens, so it is 1. Total outcomes comes there 1 by 2. Thus the formula comes as, if we find for any event, we call it as a E, if it is an event, then here it is the possible outcomes and total number of outcomes. These outcomes we may call the trial. We may do it for one time, maybe 3 times, 4 times. How many times we do, that will come as outcomes, trials. Trial means the experiment. Then after, suppose we are finding for the tail, that will be the occurrence is 1 and total number is 2. Therefore what happens when we add up this PH, probability of head, probability of tail, then half plus half, it will give you 1. This probability is called elementary probability because here in the numerator we have 1 and as we have after addition we get 1, so it's called elementary probability. Now we have done probability elementary probability. Now the next one is, if any probability is 0 by m, then it will be 0. So it is called impossible probability. If somewhere we get the probability as 1, then it is called sure probability. Now when this two happens, suppose we are throwing a dice. In the dice there are 6 outcomes, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6. So if someone asks you to find the probability of number 7, then will you get it? No. So in that case it will be, outcome will be 0, 0 by 6, which gives you 0. In case of sure probability, suppose if somebody asks, find, in case of throwing of a dice only, find all the possible probabilities of the outcomes, then all will come there. Total number is also 6. Total number of possible outcomes is 6, and favorable outcomes are also 6. All possible outcomes are required. So that means both cancel. Here it comes 1. Now suppose I am giving you one example of happening and not happening. Suppose there are 10 students. 10 students. Among them, 3 like to have tea. You need to find the probability of the students who do not like to have tea. Let E be the event of the students of the probability of students like tea, then E bar will be the probability of students who do not like tea. So when E is an event of possibilities, means happening, then E bar will be for not happening. Then if you find the probability of the students who do not like tea, in that case you cannot place this value. This is the favorable outcomes of the students having tea. So not having tea will be 10 minus 3, there will be 10, so it comes 7 by 10. In this case, probability of like and do not like gives you 1. This statement is very much important for solving any kind of sums, or it comes in the multiple choice question also. By using this we need to solve some of the questions. I am taking one question. It most probably in the question of chapter probability of class 10. If PE is equal to 0.05, then find PE bar. PE bar. So PE bar is what? If PE is given, then we can find PE bar. If PE bar is given, then we can find PE. So from 1, using this formula, you subtract PE. So it will be minus 1 minus 0.05. So it's 0.95. Here is the answer. Again, I am giving you one example. Say we have thrown a dice. There are 6 total outcomes. We will write total outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We are asked to find a number probability of a number greater than 3, a number not less than 4, an even number. Then how to find? First one, this is the total number of this have to be written down. When you are doing number 1, the possible outcomes equal to, what are the possible outcomes? In this case, a number greater than 3. Greater than 3s are 4, 5 and 6. So 4, 5, 6. These are the possible outcomes. Therefore, the number of possible outcomes, how many? 1, 2, 3. Therefore, the probability of possible outcomes, suppose it is E1. If I do this 3 altogether, let it be taken as E1, E2 and E3. If it is given only 1, then you choose only E. So possible outcomes is 3. Then total number, commonly you write total number of outcomes is equal to 6. Here it comes 6. Cancel. So it comes 1 by 2. Now for solving this 2 number, these numbers you find first, a number not less than 4. Not less than 4. That does not mean only up to 4. 4 से कम नहीं होना चाहिए, छोटा नहीं होना चाहिए. तो 4, maybe it is 4 or 4, 5, 6. Not less than 4. 4 से छोटा नहीं होना चाहिए. So that means again the same. So again the possible outcomes, favorable outcomes it is. Favorable outcomes equals to 3. Therefore it is E2, 3 by 6. Number 3, an even number. So what are the even numbers? 2, 4 and 6. The possible outcomes are 2, 4, 6. Therefore, probability of the even number, we can mention also a even number, the number not greater than 4, 3 by 6. Possible outcomes this, therefore the number of favorable outcomes equal to 3. Therefore it comes everywhere. We have seen this. So that means what? You need to choose the numbers in a proper way. Then it's being little dirty, don't mind. So first most thing is you need to find the denominator and the numerator. Denominator is the total number of possible outcomes and it is the favorable outcomes. Numerator is the favorable outcomes. Let's take another example. Let 2 coins tossed together. Then you are asked to find the probability of occurring a head probability of occurring two heads together probability of occurring tails at least one tail, or say probability of occurring no tail. Now first let us find what it would be, how many results will be head and tail. So we will get 4 results: head, tail, head, head, tail, 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 head. So the total number of outcomes 4. Number 1, we need probability of occurring a head. A head, one head occurs here, here and here. So in 2 cases the heads are occurring. So probability of a head, say we let it be E, or we could say H also. Three by 4. There are 3 results. Here also occurring, here also, here also. It is the maximum. At least, actually it is at least a head, then all the 3 cases are possible. If I find it is E1, it is E2. If I find probability of 2 heads together, for 2 heads together, here is the single result. So 1 divided by total outcomes. 3 number, probability of occurring at least one tail. At least one tail means it can be maximum also. So here also occurring one tail, here also tail, here also tail. Similarly, we have like this, we have 3 possibilities. So 3 by 4. And the 4th one, probability of occurring no tail. No tail means you have to deduct some of the results, like here is also occurring tail, here is also occurring, here is also occurring tail. So these 3 results are not required, we need only one. So again the same 1 by 4. Here are the 4 results. So thus we can find many answers, many questions. With this I want to wind up my today's session. I'll be back again with a new chapter, new concept. Till then, bye bye.